morning, everyone, and welcome to another episode of Heat. My name's Botched with Botched Gaming, and in this episode, we are continuing on our progress with building some machinery. We needed some money, though, because in the last episode we spent all our money on research, didn't have much left over. I sold a little bit from the little gemstone things that we had found. As promised, I spent some time last night farming mostly wood to get the smelters burning, to get the fire pits outside. I've got all 6 of those going. And as I was doing that, I picked up a few more gemstones. So here in our shipping box, we got a few more things here, all adding up. This is the prize right here, $432 for the great soapstone, giving us a grand total of $505.33. Gonna get that going. So, and if you'll notice that I have 4 treasure maps now. Previously, I had only had 2, so now I have 4. These treasure maps, I mean, they're gonna pay couple thousand each, I would expect. So I think now is the time. I think this is the episode where we go after some of these bad boys and pick up some money, because we just need it. We're in that spot right now. So let me get this finished selling. Pick up our cash. Actually, you know what? No, I'm just gonna let it go. It'll be there. There's the server saving. As soon as the server's done, we'll hop on the horse and we'll take a look at the first location. Depending on the distance, I may or may not bring you along for that particular journey. I don't want to spend too much time mounted. So here's my trusty horse, Alpo. Do leave a comment down below if you think I'm horrible for naming my horse that. That's fine. I just think it's funny. Alpo's got his food and water. He's doing pretty good there. So we're good on food and water. Let's see where we gotta equip the treasure map, and then we gotta press E to pin it. So now it's pinned. There's the training. And if we press Q, it shows it like where it is on the map. So okay, all the way down near Tombstone. So that's our first destination. There's a couple different ways we could do this. We could take the road and stop by Tombstone on the way. That might be fun to go and see if you haven't already seen Tombstone. And then swing back over here. Or we could just take the train. I don't think the tracks are all that much quicker, plus you don't have to worry about the train. So I think I'm just going to take the road. We'll stop by Tombstone, have a look around, and then we'll head over to our first map. So let's get underway. I did actually also do one other thing. I made some more arrows. So just in case we run into some trouble, we are prepared a little bit for that eventuality. So let's see. So we're heading this way. Alright. We're getting real close now to the desert here. You can now almost see it there off in the distance to the left. You got the big high mountains off to the right. You're going to run into this desert area real quick so you can even see it right over there. Okay. Like we said, we'll swing into Tombstone just to kind of take a look around before heading over to our treasure map for our first treasure location. Got a cow. Yep. Desert cow. Oh. This happens from time to time, especially when you're entering a new area for the first time. Like I said, the server is streaming some graphics to you. I think you may have seen that. So it's always kind of jarring when it happens, but don't worry about it too much. It'll quickly resolve itself. There it goes again. So we'll just take it slow. Maybe I'll lay off the sprint key for a minute so it has time to react. Here's the town of Tombstone. Now, living in Arizona, I've actually been to Tombstone. For those of you who haven't been to Tombstone, Arizona, I do recommend going, although It's honestly, it's not even as impressive as the tombstone in the game as far as, you know, what all is there. There's fewer buildings, um, not by a lot, but you know, it's um, and there's a lot of shops, you know, trying to sell you much of the same stuff. It's a tourist trap, right? It's you know, it's a they put on Old West shows and stuff like that. It's still worth going to. Well, everybody knows about the OK Corral. What they don't realize is that Tombstone was also a copper mining town, and so there's actually to the I think it's to the south. I could be wrong about that. It's been a while since I've been there, but there's a copper mine that you can actually take a tour of, and you can go inside there. They had to shut the town down at some point because the copper mine flooded, and that really kind of made it hard to mine copper. So that was that. So here's the main strip. I think that would be the OK Corral. Not entirely sure. I remember being on the other side of town, but I could be just have my directions spun around a little bit. But this is kind of the main drag of Tombstone here, and there are NPCs, like that rude one there, and you can buy things here. I'm pretty sure there's a bank and a train station, so you can take a ride on the train station. If you have a heat level, so meaning you've committed a crime or are wanted by the authorities, and you come into town, everybody in the town is going to attack you. So be really careful with that. Otherwise, you know, not a whole lot to see. We're not going to stop and really dig into the town folk today, just because I want to get to our treasure map. But I did want to take a quick tour. I don't know quite how on top of this you have to be. I'll tell you this though, I'm not all that on top of things, because what I did do is forget to bring a shovel, and it's going to be real hard to get a treasure out of the ground without a shovel. So I'm going to go deal with that. I'm going to pause the video. That happens. Word to the wise now, bring your shovel next time. Alright, let me get a shovel real quick and I'll be right back. Alright, got my stone shovel. Should be in the vicinity. Let's just take a look real quick. Oh, we're a little far off. Let's hop back on there. I keep losing the marker, but you know, it's really very close, so let's just see. Treasure map, yeah, alright. Alright, so we got all kinds of stuff out of there. You see these little green gems? You gotta pick those up. Okay. You gotta pick those up. That's how you get the stuff. Open that up, we get a large wooden crate and a fine iron saber. We sell those as well. Alright, treasure map's gone. I don't see any more little green spots. And you'll notice also that the treasure map, it now says solved, but it's still worth 125 bucks. So, I mean, we're going to get some money from that. We got this opal, which is worth 90 bucks. I don't know what else we got really. Thought we'd get some more, but I think we got a little bit of money from it. So, alright. Moving on to the next one. Let's see where the next one is. Hopefully it's not too far away. Probably though. And that one is way up there north of our house. See, here's where we live. Go all the way up there. I'm kind of curious to see where the other ones are real quick. Let's see. Let's put this one over here so it's solved. Map number 2. That one's much further, or much closer. So we picked that one up on the way. Oh, it shows both of them. That's nice. What about the last one? That one's way far away. Wow, that one's the furthest one, I think. So let's see if we can get to these two first. What we'll do is we'll head up this train track here, grab that, go across here, grab that, and then I'll probably pause the video before we get to our final destination there. So, alright, let's get going. We want to take the railroad track to our first one, so I'm just going to head this way. So we didn't get as much as I had hoped for. Maybe we'll get luckier on the next round. I think I said before they were worth like $2 grand. I woefully overestimated that. I've gotten as much as that from one plain treasure map, but that one was kind of weak relative to my past experience. So hopefully we get luckier going forward. At least now we have a shovel. That'll help. And you know, I didn't realize it, but the map that we have equipped there is a blue star. It's a higher quality map, and it makes more sense now that I think about on the larger world map we saw treasure map turn green and blue respectively. So that must mean that this is like a fine quality and that one's a superior quality. So those are going to pay pretty well too, I would think. So, alright. We got a ways to go, so we'll just kind of keep on keeping on. The train's going to be coming from behind us, so we'll just have to kind of keep our ear out for that because we're not going to be able to see it, but I think we'll know when it's coming. I hate to get Alpo killed. Half of mine to go and pick up that gem node stone over that blue one you see in the distance. I think I'm going to go do that. Could actually get really lucky with that, so I think it's worth the extra stop. Let's go ahead and knock this out. Plus it gives us a chance to demonstrate our new iron tool. Before we were getting, what, 6 per whack, now we're getting 18. So not even close to as long to break that down. So we got an opal, and we got another geode, so I think that was worth the stop. Took far less time to break up. Let's make sure we're going to the right spot. Okay, keep it on. I think I had a house once, like right near this edge of this forest here. It's a good spot. So it's really just 58, 48. I wonder if you could just be anywhere in that coordinate, or you have to be right on top of the map. Let's experiment. Let's get into that map coordinate. Just barely. So we're in the coordinate, right? Oops. Yep. So I'm just gonna pop off and see. Oh, okay, we have to be closer to the actual spot. Through this forest, okay. Really kind of nervous about there being some wild animal to fend off, but that's why we brought extra ammo, just in case. Plus we have the horse now, so we don't have to run. Yeah, that's pretty close to the spot. It's going to be somewhere around here. Nice! Look at that, payday. all that good money. Yeah, yeah, I see that money collecting. I've got $1,700 just for that. That's all just money right there. And then inside the chest, hello, we got ourselves a flintlock shotgun, some shotgun shells, a legendary bolt action rifle. Yes, that's awesome because that is a hell of a find. That, and we got some ammunition too. We don't even have an armory right now, so that is sweet. That is great. So let's go ahead and grab that. We'll probably sell the shotgun. And then we got a nice iron chest to boot. Take that out. That's all we get for that. So that was a heck of a nice find. Okay. That's exciting. Where'd my horse go? Oh, there it is. Okay. Oops. Let's go on to the next one. Now that gets me jazzed for trying to get to the blue one. And I'm actually kind of glad that the blue one is going to be the last one to get to. It's kind of the grand finale. So that's interesting. Alright, gotta find our way out of this forest here. I'll take a look at the map and make sure I have the right bearings before we head out. Alright, so we are going to follow this road back home. Actually, no, it makes more sense to go north and just follow the railroad tracks, doesn't it? Let's use that. We'll go straight north, follow the railroad tracks, cross the bridge this time, and then off to that treasure map. Let's do that. Okay, I think we're here. A little close anyways. Got a really beautiful forested area there. Look how the different trees, really kind of make the scenery in each zone very special. Alright, let's see what's here. There it is. Yeah. Money. Treasure. Alright, iron rake. I mean, we already had one of those, but it didn't hurt to have a spare and then a lockbox. So these really, really plain ones are really, really plain. There's not a lot to them. That's okay. Election money is useful. So once again, I am going to pause because I've got quite a trip. Now, I've got to make it all the way here. So that is going to take me a minute. So I will pause the video, get my way over there, and then we'll take a look at the final box. Alright, I'm not quite there just yet, but I did want to kind of come back to you just for a moment to show you there's Washington there in the distance, Washington Monument. We'll take a special trip out to visit Washington later on, but to give you an idea of where I'm at now, I'm right there. We're getting closer, but I got a little bit ways to go, so I'll be right back. Alright, so I have a little bad news. I ended up making a mistake just before getting to the last treasure map. I accidentally pressed the wrong button. Thought I was pausing, but I ended up stopping the video. So I did not get a chance to record the last Superior treasure map, unfortunately, which kind of sucks. I was disappointed in that. I hope you're not too disappointed. I will show off, though. We're getting back to the house now, and I'm going to show off what we got, the kind of grand total at least, and we'll have that as a finale instead. So I apologize for the mistake. Let me go ahead and pop off the horse here. And let's get some of this sold. So, we had the $500 from the gemstones from before. We have a grand total now of just under 8,000, and that's just cash. We had 1,000, I think, when we left the house. So we got all that cash from the treasure maps plus those. The last the last treasure map had this legendary steel safe. It had this fine steel axe, the lantern, the iron rake, and another woodcutter axe. So I had made an extra spare woodcutter axe, and now we have several of those, but that's fine. And we've got lots of gemstones. I also ended up finding a nice wolf along the road, and ended up deciding to kill that. So huge score, lots of money. Let's decide what to sell here. I don't think we're going to need the lamp for anything, so I'm just going to go ahead and throw that in there. We already have a rake. Don't mind having a spare tool though. Oh, hey, there's a ladybug. I didn't even see we had that. Fishing bait, so we'll hold on to that. Sell the sapphire, gem here, diamond. The wolf had a geode, so that's where that came from. Fire opal, topaz, couple amethysts, couple of rubies, some sand, not much, but there's something. Let's see here. Wolf pelt. We'll hold on to that because I think we can use all that stuff real soon. We'll hold on to the boxes. I don't know how much we can really hold in the boxes, but it saves us from having to create one. There's another rake, superior topaz, another gemstone there, iron chest. I think I'm going to go ahead and hold on to the ammo, but I don't think the flintlock shotgun is going to be all that helpful, especially because we got this legendary bolt action rifle, which is amazing. So we'll go ahead and sell that. Here's another bug. That's cool. Didn't even see that. Some clay. Running out of space here to sell stuff. So we'll have to do another sell run here in a second. Look at that. $720 for that one opal. That's fantastic. Let's throw that in there. So another $4,000 right there, just selling what we got there. So let's get that sold off. And we'll get some more sold. I'll probably end up selling this sword too, just because again I don't see us using that if we have a rifle. Let's use the rifle. While that's selling, I'm gonna go pop those gemstones. Let's just maximize the money that we can get here. Geodes, that's here. So do we have any wood? No, that's okay. We have sticks. I gotta get closer. Take some sticks. Should be enough. That's why we have the stick pile. Okay, so let's see, geode there. And I think there was another one. Yep, right there. I'm just gonna pop those. All kinds of storage. All kinds of stone. So sell all that. Get these popped here real quick and then we'll go back and sell the rest. Looks like I need a snack. Gemstone there as a crystal. And topaz, nice. Okay. That money. Alright, let's sell the rest of this stuff here. So I don't miss anything. Topaz, stone, 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 stone. We can start selling these used treasure maps. Actually, that doesn't look like it's been solved. I'm quite certain I picked them all up, but they don't appear to be solved. Maybe we'll look at those. We'll look at those. Let's not get too excited, but if we can go and get them again, that'd be a cool little bug. I'll take that. Let's see. We did solve that one, unfortunately, so let's do that. So what is the deal with this? Is it kind of curious? I'm going to set those aside here and see if I can go dig them up again. Let's get that. So there's another 887 on top of it. So that's not bad. Let's just see if we do pin Q. Oh yeah, it's gonna let us go dig it up again. Okay. I'm quite certain I got that one. It wasn't very impressive, but I'm pretty sure I got it there. But it didn't seem to count. What about 5? Let's make sure. 5, pin it, show it. Sure enough, yeah, same location. So, okay. Something to look forward to. I'll probably just set those aside and go get them some other time. So, wow. I don't think I've ever seen that before. So, obviously, you know, it's the perfect game with no flaws at all. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and stow these last 2 treasure maps. We definitely don't need them now. That's awesome. I certainly don't have time for them now. Got our money. Okay. So grand total, look at that. $13,300 from the really what amounts to 4 treasure maps, right? Plus we got 2 extra treasure maps. We got all kinds of great, I mean, heck, we've got this new rifle here, right? That's awesome. I won't shoot Alpo. But, you know, I don't think the legendary quality of the rifle really does anything other than just make it last longer before repairs, but that's okay by me. So, alright, well, let's call it there. Let's call it an episode. Again, apologize for the mistake, but I think we get the idea of how lucrative those treasure maps can be. That's going to keep us in business for the next couple episodes. So before I end it, I'll remind you, if you liked the episode, if you enjoyed the content, please be sure to click that like button. That really helps me out. If you didn't like it, you know what? Click dislike. That's okay too. It's engagement. It helps me understand, you know, what's good and what's not. So I'll take any feedback right now. Subscribe if you haven't already. And again, thanks for watching all the way through, and we'll see you in the next one.